Now in this video, we'll use some classes to connect to the database. So the first one we'll do, let's do Mongo client URI. I'll call this, name this URI. Let's do a new Mongo client. I'll do control space. That'll look for it. I'm looking for Mongo client URI. There it goes right there. And the string that it's looking for, this is a string that it's looking for. This is basically a URL address. So I will put that here, put a string here. And that URL address is in this format. You're going to type in MongoDB. Be careful with the spelling. Local host. And I'll put here the name of the port, 271017. Sorry, like that. So this is your machine's name, and this is the port number that it's on. Okay. So that's up the first process. The next thing to do is, now we're going to bring the Mongo client to life. Mongo client, and I'll call this Mongo client. And we will instantiate the Mongo client. Let's do control space to bring it. That's Mongo client there. And one of the things that it takes as a parameter is the URI, this connection here that you created. So let's put that here in the constructor. And let's see, this is just saying here, oh, we never used it. And let us continue. So the next step that you have this now is, let's go to the database now. What do I mean by that? So the same way, if I had logged into MongoDB for the first time, so let's say I'm going to go to the command line. I'll go to Mongo. Notice that I'm in Mongo right now. This is what this line of code is doing. It's just getting you connected to Mongo. But if I type in DB, which stands for the name of the database, I'm in the test database right now. So what I have to do is I have to make sure I switch to the right database. And the way that we do that in code, we would say, first let me do a show DBS to make sure. I would say use, in this case, students DB. I'll do show collections just to make sure I see the collections I'm looking for. I see nothing because I spelled it wrong. So be careful on spelling because you don't get an error message. I'll do that again. Use students DB. Then I'll do a show collection just to verify that I'm in the right place by seeing the collection that I'm expecting. So be careful on spelling. If you see nothing happening, you're getting no errors, there's a good chance you made a typo. So I need to do the same thing in code. How do we do that in code? In code here, we would say here, Mongo database. I'll do control space. I'll put in here database. And then we'll say here, Mongo client get database. Okay, and the database name is the name that's right here. This guy right here, the students DB. Now this will get us connected to the database. Okay, let's save it. Let me just finish something here. Notice what this error is saying. This error is saying that a resource leak, Mongo client was never closed. What I'm going to do is right away, because I tend to forget to do this, is any resource that you use, usually outside of Java, like a database or a filing system, you have to close it. So I'm going to say here Mongo client, and I will close it here. Okay. This warning here is just because we never used this variable yet. So I'm just going to save this and just run this. I don't think anything's going to happen, but just run it to make sure I don't get an error. Okay. And this looks like it's good. There's no issues here. Let me see if I put in a wrong port number here just to see what would happen. Okay. Okay, I think it says it's timed out because it couldn't find it. So, and then let's just do it again with 27017 to see if the message is different. Still says it's timed out. Interesting. I thought I would see an error message, but let's keep going to see if this works in the next few videos. Okay, with that, good luck and good coding.